Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up to help the channel grow. Click the bell icon at the top of the page to get notified when I post a new video. Universal Channeling. Channeling the conscious universe for the new world consciousness. Suzy Ward, channeling Matthew Ward, September 1, 2023. With loving greetings from all souls at this station, this is Matthew. We are profoundly grateful for the recent outpouring of healing energy sent to my mother. Your thoughtfulness, love, and appreciation for her years of communication service helped her make an extraordinary turnabout from near death back to feeling very healthy. Now, dear ones, please do something good for yourselves. Breathe deeply, exhale slowly, and do this twice more. Breathing deeply and rhythmically helps energy move smoothly throughout your body, oxygenates cells and facilitates soul-level knowingness, reaching consciousness. Practice this healthful breathing often throughout your day, so it starts happening naturally. Artificial intelligence has moved near the top of world concerns, and rightly so. Like other technologies, AI can be used beneficially or detrimentally, and the latter is how it is being used at this early stage of development on Earth. Illuminati make films that are so realistic, no one would suspect they are technological productions of individuals' activity and comments that never took place. These fabrications are used to discredit persons who are threats to the dark agenda, or force them into compliance with demands. Laboratories where clones were produced closed a few years ago, and now AI is used to create the impression that the individuals seen in public, or film clips are the real persons performing in their influential positions, that is, the appearance of continuity of power in politics. These clones also look exactly like the actual persons, but since speed, not physical authenticity or longevity, is the primary interest, these bodies lack parts that are not obvious in public. We hasten to add that ever-rising vibrations are undergirding efforts of the extraterrestrial special forces and white hats to stop those kinds of productions and prevent new malevolent uses. Because AI has only a toehold in your world, with diligent maneuvering during its growth stages, it can be steered in directions that can significantly enhance healthcare, energy production, education, communication, manufacturing, transportation, service industries, entertainment, and intergalactic travel. As the various threads of this technology are woven into the fabric of life, they will generate innovative systems, procedures, and processes with sensitivity, sound judgment and imagination that will benefit all life forms on Earth. Artificial intelligence, which will change life as dramatically as life after the Industrial Revolution differed from life in the Stone Age, exists in many places throughout this universe. Like everything else in existence, it is energy operating on bandwidths, or frequencies, aligned with intended use. Energy cannot be destroyed, but it can be directed, and in the case of highly developed AI, only if it is willing. In some cases its development has been so wisely managed, it operates mammoth spaceships or planetary biospheres, and pockets of AI have established their own fine worlds, or live compatibly and cooperatively with human or other species of advanced souls. Other pockets have chosen opposite courses. Various universal councils have successfully persuaded some malignant pockets to turn into constructive, benevolent directions, and diplomatic negotiations are ongoing with those still on a malevolent pathway. Another kind of development, transgenderism, also has emerged. First, let us say, there are occasional instances of biological abnormalities wherein a person's heart, mind, and spirit are not the same as the apparent birth gender. Throughout the years, young and older adults who knew this was true about themselves, male or female lifetime choice in a soul contract, is a powerful sensation, have changed gender and become their authentic selves. What is happening now is totally different. It is psychological warfare against family integrity, parental guidance and a maturing, responsible generation. Youngsters are very curious about this trendy issue, that to them is mostly a mystery. And even though teenagers know that change means serious physical differences, they cannot perceive the rest of their life as the opposite gender. So, what gave rise to this situation that has convinced some children to undergo gender change? Isolation from friends, cancellation of customary activities, interrupted schooling, and absorbing family stress about financial hardships due to mandated pandemic restrictions, caused widespread depression among children. Those reactions were among the intentions of the Dark Ones who released their patented virus. They exploit all situations they can, to increase distress. In this matter, they put into circulation the idea that if children are depressed, it's because boys were born in girls' bodies or vice versa. If children want to feel happy, self-confident and secure, voila. Changing gender may provide this. It is no coincidence that this concept sprang up after sex education was added to the curricula in elementary grades, and sexually explicit books for children popped up in libraries. That happened quickly because the Illuminati owned publishing houses and set standards for public education. They also tied transgenderism to the gay community and spread the word that anyone who opposes it is homophobic. When its popularity and enigmatic appeal fade, children who underwent the change will need love, emotional supportiveness and acceptance. Only individuals who want everyone to conform to their personal views would ostracize any of the dear young people who felt they were following heart and soul. Transgenderism came on center stage at the same time the film, The Sound of Silence, was in production. Both showed dark one's blatant assaults on your children, today's most vulnerable members, tomorrow's leaders. Nothing about the traumatic firestorm that swept through Lahaina, Hawaii, was natural. Wildfires in Canada, the long, hot summer throughout the northern hemisphere, and the hurricane in California are not due to climate change as claimed by the very same dark hearts that technologically caused that scope of death and devastation and are causing other tragedies and hardships worldwide. Those disparate occurrences are akin to a global wake-up call, and in this regard, we want to speak about advancing in spiritual and conscious awareness. We have been criticized for speaking about politics, the economy, mainstream media and the pandemic by readers who believe the kind of information doesn't belong in messages of spiritual nature. We respect their opinion, but we think they're ignoring the conscious part of advancing in awareness. Does that not include learning the truth about what is happening on Earth? That many evolved civilizations are helping the light forces vanquish the darkness that has been controlling life on the planet for eons? Never have we advocated focusing on darkness, that gives it energy. But ridding it from the world requires acknowledging its existence and bringing it to light. If messengers of the light did not talk about this essential cleansing process and the planetary and personal ascension that are transpiring in tandem, from what source would it come? The critical readers are among the many who are enthusiastic about GNESARA. So let us speak about this. If not messengers of the light, who would have told you about this United States legislation that is no less than the blueprint for world transformation? National Economic Security and Reformation Act, G, was added because the Act's impact will be global. Mother, please insert what Saint Germain, the principal light being involved in writing this act, told me about it. Some consider NESARA to be political and economic in nature while others view it as spiritual because of the high-level light beings affiliated with it. NESARA is both. When people are severely oppressed by political and economic conditions that foster impoverished living circumstances, lack of health care and education, monopoly of natural resources, slave labor, unjust laws and courts, starvation, and tyrannical regimes, offering soul food isn't enough. When people are preoccupied with mere survival requirements, giving them only spiritual messages is not going to bring about the global reforms they need to rise out of their misery. That is why the provisions of NESARA are monumental in scope, embodying sweeping reforms for Earth that will begin as soon as the legislation is officially announced. When people become aware of the reforms, they will be motivated to participate according to their capabilities. Mother, thank you. Time and again during the 20-plus years since NESARA was signed into law by President Bill Clinton, puppets of the darkness had prevented its announcement. First by a gag order, next by the ungodly event known as 9/11, and since then a series of unscrupulous legal actions. So some years ago the light forces started moving forward on the Act's provisions without official acknowledgement. We have mentioned in previous messages the new global economic system that will replace the corrupt system of countless computer transactions based on thin air that make the wealthiest still wealthier. The Act will put all currencies on the gold standard, eliminate national debts to IMF, an Illuminati money laundering and lending institution, and end or reduce personal debts. Also, we have spoken about the United States Corporation, that about 250 years ago European royalty and other Illuminati surreptitiously formed to replace the newly United Colonies' sovereign republic government. The Act will remove the illegal corporate tentacles that reach around the world, and will re-establish the country's constitutional governance. Beloved family, the light forces versus the dark forces battle is in the home stretch, so to say, and opening minds are looking for information that can be trusted. Until these awakening souls learn to heed their intuition, they will look to external sources, and your light is a beacon of illumination and truth. Albeit most dynamic activity is behind the curtain of the world stage, you can share with truth seekers your awareness of world changes underway. All light beings in this universe are supporting you with unconditional love every step along your earth journey. Love and peace, Suzanne Ward. Website, The Matthew Books. Email, suzy@matthewbooks.com. Note from Suzy: family, friends and my distribution team have thanked you on my behalf for your good wishes, blessings and healing love. Now I can tell you myself how much your notes mean to me. Hundreds, maybe thousands, of you have written heartfelt expressions of caring about my well-being and your appreciation for Matthew's messages. I won't be able to reply personally. One life changes, no more computer marathons answering emails, so thank you, everyone.